lives more productive, to get more when we feel stressed in our everyday routine, in the age of pings and dings, when every moment there is a notification popping on your phone, and you have so many options available in terms of live web streaming, whether it's Netflix or Hotstar or Amazon Prime. There's so much going out there, there's so much of content. So in such a traffic or crowd, I'll say, sometimes we get lost. And the purpose or the focus that what we intend to do, what we want to achieve, is somewhere lost in this all noise. So how to navigate this noise, whether this noise is external or internal. So today's session, I'll try to focus that how we all can work together to navigate this noise so that we have more productive lives, more fulfilled lives, and more happiness in our lives. So this is the about this session. So if Pragya, can we start and move ahead, or we want Rajiv sir also to join in?
No. You start, ma'am. Then Rajiv sir joining the second part.
Okay. So I have a little question for you all, first of all. So please write in the chat box that how are you feeling today? How are you feeling today? You can use a simple emoticon also to express your feeling here. You're feeling a little bored, or you're feeling anxious, or you are feeling scared that what is going to happen in the coming time, because we are all locked down and we are trying to confine ourselves in our homes only. So what are you feeling right now? So if you can just put just a simple emoticon, use an emoji in your chat box, so we'll get to know how you're feeling. So it is the starting point. Okay, so I've got someone is really excited about it. They're applauding. That is Mr. Paul here. Lovely, thank you. Rest of the people, please. I want to know how you're feeling now. So please chat. We want this to be interactive session. We want this you to be the active participants here, because today's session is moving from the passive life to active life. We want you to be actively engaged with us so that there is more takeaway for us. It's all about action. That if we, knowledge is power, but I'll say knowledge is potential power. It doesn't become power till the time you start acting on your knowledge. Today, we all are gathered here to share our lessons and our knowledge with each other, but till the time we don't use it, we don't act on it, it stays as potential power. To make it potential, we have to be active, we have to engage ourselves. So I was waiting for till the time I wait for some, I would like to share my screen. Okay, so if we look into how to make ourselves more productive, how to make ourselves to have more hours in a day. Everyone in this world have 24 hours in a day, but we feel, many of us there, we feel that these 24 hours are not enough. Everyone gets the same account balance in their day, that is 84,600 minutes seconds every day, and which is exhausted by the end of the day. But how to make more of this time, how to feel more energized, more vital when we are using these seconds, this account balance which is going to like vanish at the end of the day. So the key takeaway for today's session is that how to take charge of your life, how to make it more active from the passive life. So to something about me, more than a career coach or a confidence coach, I'll say I'm an eternal optimist who believe in life, who believe in connections, authentic connections, and supporting each other to uplift our lives. So this is how I want you to all to engage today, and I'll be really grateful if I'll be able to share. I'll be able to contribute a little bit of what I can to your learnings, to your life. Moving, Pragya, if you can, yeah. So I asked you something, that how are you feeling today? So I just got only one response till now, that someone was feeling excited about it, but I don't see, the people are just charging up, or maybe it's Sunday morning. Yes, Pragya, you want to say
Yeah,
something?
yeah. Many responses are there. That's what I'm talking
I'm
about.
not able to see them actually. I opened the chat box also, so that's why. Uh,
Okay.
so can you share that what kind of emoticons or what kind of feelings they have
People are
shared?
feeling blessed, lazy,
Lovely,
great, happy, fine but confined, and lazy and relaxed, and me, I'm
lazy and
happy.
relaxed.
And last, I'm feeling very open today. Got rid of something on my mind. Yeah, that's all. That's all.
Lovely. When the last, when you say that I'm feeling really light, so this kind of feelings when we have in our life, I see it's a very positive bunch of people available today, this morning, because they are investing in their Sunday morning. So I know that they are really inspired people. They are highly motivated people, and who have a beautiful mindset towards life. So this is how this set of people, I think they're already quite productive in their lives, because they're investing in their lives. They want to grow, they are moving ahead. So moving on, we have some people in the waiting room, so I'll admit them.
No, I've done that. I've done that. Ma'am, you carry this issue. No issues.
Yeah, I just need to move this presentation, but somehow maybe sharing the rights making it's lagging. So nonetheless, uh, the next question for you all, I want to know that what comes first, a thought or a feeling? What comes first to you when you were using these emoticons, when you were typing these emojis telling us that how you're feeling? What comes first, a thought or a feeling to you? So I see that, Pragya, if you can share their responses with me, that what comes first, the thought or a feeling? This
Yeah.
is my
Current puri feeling, side street thought, then again thought, then thought,
thought.
feeling.
Yes,
Okay.
feelings. Okay, there are people who are saying that thought comes first. It's like the chicken and the question, that what comes first, right? Thought or feeling. So I want to say that uh, there are 70,000 thoughts in a day, right? More than 70,000 thoughts you experience in a day. And when you try to label these thoughts, and when you put words on these thoughts, they become the feeling. Then they become the feeling. And exploring further ahead, on a scale of 1 to 10, how immune are you to the distractions when you have all these feelings, right? uh, in a day you experience multiple feelings. I'm not talking about a month, or it's not like climate, or it's like weather. It changes every minute also. You are feeling excited a moment and someone says something, and then the energy fizzle out. So on a scale of 1 to 10, how immune are you to distractions? So if we have the answers with us, Pragya.
Yeah, some region 5, then 6 out of 10, then 7, then 7 to 8, 5 to 7.
Oh, lovely. They're like a very productive group, that they are already immune to distractions, and I wonder what I can contribute to their learnings more. So it is like 74%. of the generation Z, the new post millennials, the people who were born after 2000, 1998, 2000, 74% of them, they feel distracted. That's the majority of the youth, right? In India, because we have the greatest demographic bulge where we have the youngest population. And when your youngest population, they feel distracted, they cannot be productive, which is not good for people, it's not good for the citizens, it's not good for the country also. So how to overcome these distractions? We need to work on these things. This was my question: what comes first, feeling or a thought? And where which are, we have already discussed that feelings are the words you gave to your thoughts. Feelings are the words you gave to your thoughts, and a thought comes first. From your head, it moves to your heart. Say, for example, I feel that I'm, because of the pandemic situation, I am like, the thought comes, what will happen now? The thought comes, what will happen now? What if I get the virus? The feeling is, I'm scared. The thought that, what if I get this? The feeling becomes, I'm panicked, I'm scared. So when you're having these feelings of fear, what happens? Your body also start reacting to these feelings. Your hands become shaky or sweaty, or when you experience these feelings, uh, they become cold sometimes. So this is how your body reacts to your thoughts. First a thought pops up, and then when you label this thought, you give language, put words to this thought, it becomes a feeling. And feeling actually then start controlling your body also. So it's very important that what kind of language you are experiencing in your head, whatever thoughts which are going on, what kind of language your thoughts are speaking. Is it the negative talk, that I'm scared, I'm feared, I can't do it, it seems very complicated, it's very difficult? Or I'm energized, I'm relaxed, I can handle it, I'm good, I'm enough? So what kind of self talk you are having, that will determine your productivity. Because when we talk about distractions in our life, which are the hindrance to our productivity, there are external distractions plenty. You all will be, if you want to put blame, we'll put blame on our smartphones, we'll put blame on the emails, you will put blame on all the pings and dings and email notifications you are getting all the time, that they distract me, they don't let me focus on the work at hand. But to tell you the truth, it is 80% your internal distractions, your thoughts, your these are internal distractions that do not let you to be productive. Say, if we have to achieve productivity in our life, if you practice and you start mastering your internal chatter, your thoughts in your head, uh, 20% external extractions are nothing. If we start focusing like 10 to 20% on our internal chatter, 20% your external, 40% of distractions will be gone away. And if we are able to remove only 40 to 50% of distractions also from our way on a side, life will be much, much easier, more relaxed. Will not be having those feelings of feeling squeezed all the time, that I don't have time, I feel stressed, what should I do? So working on your, so today's focus will be that let's try to work on our internal chatter. What are our mental models? What are we experiencing in our head, in our heart, so that our hands act properly? So 3H: head, heart, hand. I usually speak in the language of mnemonics because they are easy to fix in your head. So when you will find in my presentations also, you'll find three H's or three E's or fuel fast. Our agenda for today is fuel fast. Or see the next slide, mindset, method, motivation. So what is, when I say thoughts, that's your mindset. What is happening in your head, what is happening in your mind, what kind of thoughts you are experiencing. I can do it, I cannot do it. I feel scared, I feel challenged. The active thought or the passive thought. When or what is your motivation, that what is the purpose in your life, where you are directing your energies in life. Because inner emotions, when we talk about emotions that drive us, they are energy in motion. Your mindset and your motivation will give energy to your actions. If your mindset and your motivation is right, it is positively energized. Your method is your action, the creativity, intelligence, the way of doing things, that will be more vital, that will be more energized, and you will be at the peak of your energy when you are doing your task. Maybe it is preparing for some exam, preparing for a job, preparing your day for selling your products, getting achieving your targets. Whatever your goal is, the first and foremost thing is to energize yourself. To do any task, you need energy. So, say for example, to drive a car, you need fuel, you need petrol, right? To move any vehicle, you need fuel. And similarly, your car is fueled. Your car is fueled, but you have put a handbrake. You cannot move a parked car. So, first, mindset, that is the fuel. Motivation, that where should I, the direction, where should I move? Do I know where I have to go, or the handbrake is there? There's no GPS activated there. So, till the time the mindset and the motivation is not right, you will not find the method. You will not find the method. And no matter your car has started also, but if there is a lot of chatter going on, there is a lot of emotions, feelings like negative talk in your head and in your heart, you will feel a lot of traffic. And you know that if you really want to move at a speed, you cannot maneuver a traffic. You will be shifting the gears all the time. Top gear will happen only when there is no traffic, and then your car will get the acceleration it requires. So see, this is the effect when you are surrounded with a lot of engineers. Being in the engineering college, your language also talks about the gears and the gear shift and the fuel also. uh, let's, okay, moving ahead, that how we have to channelize our mind, our heart, and how it is going to work on our methods, our actions. Mm, maybe something that is not moving my slide. I'm trying to. Okay, so
Is it not moving?
it is now moving. Pragya, if you can help me.
Okay, please close it. I'm starting on my screen then. Okay.
Okay. Okay, so working on, we have already discussed that now we have to fuel our vehicles, and how we have to fuel our vehicles first. So I'm again going to use the mnemonics: fuel fast. Fuel, F-U-E-L, fuel fast, F-A-S-T. These are the 8 letters which we are going to explore and implore further, where we are going to discuss. Okay, fuel yourself fast for enhanced productivity. So the first, fuel, fitness, their happiness. I'll be successful, then I'll be happy. I will pass this exam, I'll be happy. I'll be an engineer, I'll be happy. I'll get a good job, I'll be happy. I'll get this package or this salary, this amount of salary, I'll be happy. But we are forgetting that if you feel happy today, you will be more energized and your productivity will improve 30 to 40%. And this will make you or bring you closer to that success. Be happy first, success will come to it. A happy life is magnet to success. Successful people is not necessarily they're happy, but happy people, they are successful. So work on your thoughts every morning. Exercise your brain. What is the exercise for your brain? It is meditation, deep breathing, sitting with yourself, not doing anything. Music is a great dopamine producer, happiness hormone producer. Music is amazing for yourself. You can have a soothing music in the morning at the background and do deep breathing for yourself. This will energize your brain. Then exercise. When you sweat your body, it releases endorphins. Good amount of endorphins, they make you really, really happy. When you dance, your body, why you feel happy when you dance? Because your body release endorphins, your brain release endorphins. When you exercise, you feel really, really uh, energized for the day. So it, because your body is releasing, when your body is sweating, it was releasing endorphins. Similarly, when you meet someone, right, or when you have a purpose in your life, there is a motivation in your life that like for if for example I say that for today's session, my motivation is was that I'm going to meet so many new people, I'm going to connect with new people, and I'm going to contribute to their life. Having a purpose to your action, that also energizes you. That release oxytocin in your body, that release serotonin in your body. Having a purpose in your life, it gives you direction and it makes you happy. When right mindset with the right motivation, they come together, you feel inspired. And when you are inspired, you will find methods. You will be more creative because when you have a gratitude journal, express gratitude to the beautiful life, to your safety. Today, more than being scared about the environment outside or the coronavirus, let's feel blessed, let's feel grateful that we are our home, we are in our homes, we have our family around, we can support each other, or we have technology to thank, that because of technology we are connecting. Our learning has not stopped. If you have these kind of feelings and you express gratitude, it gives you a lot of energy. And again, your brain releases those happy hormones, which gives you a lot of energy to make go through your entire day, to stay energized. So first F is the first hour of your day, and similarly the last hour of your day. That how you end your day is also very important. Rather than rushing in the morning, if we prepare for the next day in the evening, right? When you end your day, maybe just list what all you need to do the next day. Take out the clothes for the next morning, or maybe prepare whatever. Just think that what are you going to have in the breakfast, and maybe you can prepare a little bit of it or keep the ingredients out so that you save a lot of time and it save you the decision fatigue. What is decision fatigue? That when your brain is offered so many of choices, it has to make this decision, and it needs energy to make these decisions. And when you like in the morning you waste your energy on these small decisions like what to wear, what to eat, you are actually wasting the best prime energy on these very small decisions which you actually can make a previous night, a previous evening. So you have to be very tactical and strategic in expending your energy also. So keep and Save that energy for very crucial decisions, like what idea to create for your next project, what subjects or skills to pick up for the dream job you are planning for yourself. Restore your energy for these decisions. That's why if you see the most successful people, they don't they have the simplest of attire. There are times if you talk about Mark Zuckerberg, t-shirts, black t-shirt. He is not wasting time on deciding what to wear. There are people, you will find that they have very set breakfast also. They don't spend time on deciding what to eat or what kind of clothes to wear, what to eat, and how to commute. They keep their lives really simple that way because they are not spending their energy on these trivial decisions. They are storing their energy for the most important decisions in their day. That what kind of projects to invest in, what kind of skills to learn or to ideate for the future. So it's very important to fuel your head, heart, hand at the first hour of the day and the last hour of the day. So moving ahead, next is unleash your purpose. When you say fuel, Fuel, F is the fitness of head, heart, and hands. The second part is
Ma'am,
unlock. Yeah.
can you see the slide? Actually, I have shared.
Yes, I can. Thank
Okay,
you.
okay, okay.
Right. Uh, Unleash your purpose. When you are clear that what is your purpose in life, what you really want to do, when you're aligned with your values, your interests, and your ability. Uh, Friedrich Nietzsche has said it beautifully that he who has a why can endure anyhow. When you know that what is your motivation in life, what inspires you, like if I talk about Pragya or Sasmal or Rajiv sir here, uh, seeing their students successful is their drive in their life. It's their purpose. It's their motivation. Same goes for me. That I love to hear from my students when they come out with happy news of their that they have got a job or they are successful. When we connect after the courses on social media and I see them progressing beautifully, that's the what's the reward I have for my life, and that is my motivation, that's my inspiration, that which makes me get up every morning, which makes me go ahead and learn new things and keep myself updated with what are the current learnings or the new topics that coming up in the education industry, or what is the national education policy has in store for us, that how we can contribute further ahead to our students. So if you have a, a purpose driven life, you will be energized throughout the day, because when we act out of love, when we act out of passion, you will always find time, you will always find energy to devote to your tasks. You will never feel that okay, I am like feeling low, I don't want to do it, because you feel energized only when you don't want to do something or you dislike doing something. We never feel like okay, I don't have time if you have to binge watch a new series on any live web streaming, because the motivation is entertainment there. But in life, if you really want to move ahead, having a purpose in your life is very important. So please reflect, sit down with pen and paper, do some introspection, and work out and find out that what are the things you really enjoy doing, what are the things you really want to invest in, and what are the things that will make you go ahead in your life every day. So moving ahead, Pragya, if we can move ahead from unleashing from our purpose to energizing ourselves again, eat well. What you put in, what kind of, see, if it is a racing car, you cannot put kerosene in it. So when you take care of your body, when you love your body, it will take care of you. It's very important to take care of yourself. Self-care is like taking care of yourself, is self-compassion, and it's not selfish at all. Because if you have to be productive, if you have to contribute to the society, if you have to contribute to the organizations where you're working, you have to take care of yourself. So eating well is very important. There are certain foods which really help maintain your productivity. Your brain consumes a lot of oxygen. Because it's made of fat. So omega acids are amino acids, and omega-3 is very important for your brain. So instead of binging on chocolates, which are full with sugar, have some nuts, uh, and have healthy carbs. Olive oil is really good for your brain, actually. It's good for your heart also. Exercising really good, we have already discussed. Caffeine, it stimulates your brain, but that doesn't go longer. One cup of coffee will last you for 3 to 4 hours, but the additional sugar in that coffee, it's harmful. Then it will drain your energy again. So if you really want to keep yourself energized, glass of water. Take a break, have a sip of water. Water is a great energizer. And a hydrated brain is truly, truly active and a creative brain. Whenever you feel that, okay, you're feeling stuck, you're feeling blocked, get up from your chair, work on your posture. If you're sitting proper, the oxygen will go to your brain, because when you're slouching, your lungs cannot uh, work out more oxygen. So sitting straight will take the oxygen to your brain, and you will feel more active, you will feel more energized. Sugar, caffeine, carbonated water, soda, these are the things that will drain your energy. Fruits are really good for your head. Fruits, berries especially, they are really good for your brain. They're really good for your, so green leafy vegetables, or if you are a non-vegetarian, eggs and fish are really good for your brain. They are really good food. These are called brain foods. They are healthy brain foods, and nourish yourself. If you really want to stay fueled throughout the day to be productive, because it's very important. If you exercise in the morning and you eat well, there is good breakfast, you can go up to 10-12 hours a day without stopping, I'm telling you. So take care of yourself. So next part is, we are at the last L of the fuel, that is lock out the distractions. When I'm talking about distractions, we have already said the 20% external distractions and 80% internal distractions. So how strategically we can work out on these distractions. uh, when you start your work day, the most is emails are there, or phone notifications are there. So decide a time of a day when you are going to look into your phones. When you start your work hour, or when you are sitting down to study, you're preparing for something and you want to be focused for say 1 hour, lock the phone away. Set time limits, that okay, I'm going to sit for this time, and put an alarm there that okay, it's time. And uh, put a DND sign, do not disturb sign. Initially you will feel that when you're working in teams, or when we are in work places, when there are open workplaces, there are people who are moving out and all. Putting a DND sign is not being rude, it's self-care. And maybe you can put a time that you'll be available at this hour for the people. For this 1 hour, I'm focusing on something. 60-10 rule. It is given by Robin Sharma. 60-10 rule is, for every 60 minutes when you're working, take 10 minutes of break to re-energize yourself, to fuel yourself. So what you can do in these 10 minutes? You can have water, you can take a walk, right? Or maybe you can listen to the music. It will bring the focus back. because your brain's tendency is your brain cannot focus on one thing for more than 20 to 25 minutes. That's why as teachers also, we are supposed to keep the concept to 20 minutes, and then we have to engage the audience to ask them that, or maybe ask a question, or maybe give them some activity. So the question for you all is that how are we doing now, and I hope you are finding some value. So what is the most important thing you can tell me is that what I hope you had breakfast, and what you had in breakfast, please let me know. So let's see how energized is your brain, and how good care you are taking of your brain. It's very important, because more you will take care of your thoughts. I'm not brain, mind, thoughts. There are two. Brain is a physical entity where food will fuel it. Mind is the abstract entity where positive talk, positive self talk is going to fuel it. So, what all you are going to do uh, from now on, because action is converting the knowledge into from potential power to power. So, what action you are going to do every morning now? If you can tell me in the chat box, Pragya, no, you have the control of all the chat, and what are people telling you?
Bananas, anar, porridge,
Porridge.
poha,
Shrishti
uh,
is really healthy, I know it.
and that's all.
Okay, so I know
Black
these are
coffee.
all positive. Black coffee without sugar is good for your brain, but do have something to eat with it also, because you need to regulate the acids also. Caffeine sometimes induce a lot of acids in your body system. Okay, so Manisha oh, she had poha and juice. Lovely. Healthy people here. Salad sandwich. Salad is always good, and milk is full of protein. So I see it's an amazing group of people here who are really positive, and they are taking care of themselves. And their presence here actually talks about that they are motivated and they are dedicated people who really want to make most of their lives. So I'm really grateful to be here with all of you. So we were discussing how we can lock out the distractions. So D&D sign, setting the time limit that you will sit minimum for 30 minutes or for 60 minutes, and then take a break for 5 to 10 minutes. That's very important. And maybe for that you can for distraction, what I do personally is I always have background music. People will always find me hooked to my earphones are hooked to my ears, and there are some very light music going in the background to cancel the noise out. So this is how you can focus more on the task at hand, and maybe you can tell the people around, give them a thumbs up that you are busy, you are working on something, they should not disturb you for 1 hour. You'll be available to them after that given time. Or when you are like, sometimes we get distracted with all these social media. So set a time limit that, okay, for example, if you are watching these YouTube videos or IG videos, set a time limit that 20 minutes, or set a progress limit that I will close it after 3 videos, or I'll close it after 4 videos. That is your progress limit. Time limit 30 minutes, 20 minutes, 60 minutes, or progress limits. 2 tasks, 3 tasks, or 2 videos to 3 videos. This is how you lock out the distractions and keep fueling yourself. So, next, how we can move on to fueling ourselves fast. Having the clarity, having set our priorities. Uh, then what happened when we are talking about now major tasks throughout the day? Uh, there are things when, again, I come to the thoughts and the feeling part. Then when you feel challenged by some task, you fear some work, or you feel that it's difficult for you try to keep it for the later time. But if you really want to be productive, face your fears. do the ugliest task, do the difficult task first. When in the morning you are at the prime of your energy, that is the best time to do the most difficult tasks. If you feel any subject that it's difficult for you, you should always study that subject when you know you are at the prime of your energy. You are fueled, you are charged, you have exercise in the morning, you have eaten a good breakfast, and then you are settled for to start your day. Pick up the most difficult task at the time where there is no fatigue, and you are at the focus, and pick up those tasks where you can experience flow. You will always experience flow when your skill set and the skill set required to do that task and the challenge in that task matches. If the task is easy for you, you will get bored easily, then you will not like to do that. If the task is really like tough, you will be scared. Try to match the flow, uh, the skill and the skill required to do the task and the challenge of the task should be like little equal, or the challenge should be little up. Then you will be motivated to take up that task. But tell your mind, tell your brain, give the thought, do the positive self-talk also, that I have to do it. I will do it. Or find out people who can support you doing these things. But when we're talking about priority, that how to set priority, accountability counts in. The task for which you are accountable, for which you have to report, like your result, you are accountable. No one else is like responsible for the percentage of marks you are going to score. That's your accountability. You have to answer for these things. So these tasks should be your priority. Sometimes it happens that when you are a people's person, it becomes very difficult for you to say no to people, or you want to make friends. So what happened, just to ensure that you have friends or you have people around you, you keep on helping them, and it becomes very difficult for you to say no. But in doing these things, what happens is you are neglecting your own tasks, and you are draining your energy in doing other people's tasks. They will leverage your friendliness and your creativity, and they will reap the results. They are the energy vampires. So take care of these things also, and learn to say no. Polite no. Prioritize your own tasks. The tasks for which you are accountable, you have to report. They are part of your KRA. They need to be focused and they need to be given priority rather than others. And do not fear stress. I think there are some questions, and we can take the questions after the presentation. Hardly 3 to 4 slides more with us.
Yeah, ma'am.
Right? Mr. Paul, if you can wait for some time, we'll get back to you. Uh, Stress is your friend. We always fear stress. That okay, because when we feel stress, your body come to your aid. Your brain release oxytocin. We have already discussed oxytocin, that which is a happy hormone, which is a happiness hormone. But oxytocin is also known as the cuddle drug, where you feel like when you hug a child, the kind of happiness you feel, or the touch that give you solace. So oxytocin is also hormone that helps to regenerate the damaged cells of your heart. So when with stress there is a self-talk, the oxytocin is telling you, go out, reach out and ask help. Make a team around yourself. The task where you feel that it's difficult for you, collaboration will work for you. Seek out help. You should not be worried, or you don't feel ashamed in seeking help. When you work together in teams, you are able to manage your stress well. and collaboration will give you better results. So at times when you are feeling stressed, or there is one less time, or there are times there are some urgent tasks that come over to you, so it is very important that you make stress your friend, because when your body is stressed, it gives you signal that go seek out help. Oxytocin tells you go rush to the people. So this is how these things, your body gives you signal. Learn to listen to your the signals of your body, and you will only be able to listen these signals when your mind is calm, and that calmness comes from your morning routine. That where you have given yourself those 20 minutes of meditation, 20 minutes of exercise, and 20 minutes of happy talking to yourself. Journaling. This is the 20-20-20 formula given by Robin Sharma also in his book 5 a.m. Club. So reading helps you to calm your uh, mind, I'll say. So, and it gives you creativity, it gives you that burst of ideas also, which can help you to calm your stress. The last part, then once like you have done a task, like after for 1 hour you have sat for 1 hour, after that 1 hour, pat your back, thank yourself, tell yourself that you have done amazing job, good job done. Tell yourself, don't wait people to come and give you that acknowledgement. Acknowledge yourself. uh, Maybe keep a like goal for yourself. After I finish this task, there's a dark chocolate in the fridge, or there's the apple for you, or then we will go out for a walk, or maybe then I will watch those 2 YouTube videos, or I will listen to the music for next 10 minutes. When you reward yourself and when you thank yourself, serotonin comes, and then endorphins are released by your body, because that's appreciation, that's acknowledgement, and the gratitude. And when you release those happy hormones, when you're happy, you're more productive. So it's a virtuous cycle. Set that virtuous cycle in. See, this is our energy graph, that when you are high energy is again of two types, positive energy and the negative energy. We have to move from the left to the right. uh, High energy but negative energy, that's anxiety, that's fear. Let's shift the perspective here. When anxiety, when you are angry, when you're loathing, when there is fear or unpleasantness, how you're going to I'm feeling scared, or right side, I'm feeling challenged. From scared to challenged. When you're challenged, you're active, you take action. Or when I'm sad, I'm depressed, uh, I don't know if I do something wrong, people will laugh at me, the feeling of humiliation, the feeling of shame, depression. When you center yourself, when you have that deep breath and gives that oxygen, burst of oxygen to your head, you feel calm. When you're calm, you're grateful, you're affectionate, you will act out of kindness. And now the aim for us all here should be moving from the left side of this graph to the right side of the graph. From being anxious to be active, from being sad, depressive, the things which are out of our control, leave them behind, and it will bring that calmness to you. The gratitude and kindness to the world will bring that calm to you. The purpose in your life will bring that calmness to you. So work on these things. Moving on to our last part, thanking yourself. We are discussing thanking ourselves only. Uh, Fuel fast. We have discussed all these things. FUEL, fast. This is how you can manage your energy throughout the day. And if we learn from, yes, Pragya, it's right. Let's move on to the next slide. Thank you very much. What are the traits? Learn from others. Observe people, that how they manage. If you see the successful people or the productive people in around you, in and around you, you will observe that they are very positive people, they are hopeful people, They always look forward to life. They look forward to challenges. They're ready for the next one always. Oh, that's a great idea. It will come from there. That, oh, amazing, let's do it. So they're always hopeful. They have this zest in their life. They have this energy in their life. And they are always grateful. They're always kind to others, and they're kind to themselves also. Self-compassion is part of their life. They always set time for themselves. They always keep their tasks as a priority rather than going out. Philanthropy came later. Taking care of themselves come fast. And they are authentic. They are not scared to admit their failures also. They embrace their failures as learnings and they move ahead in life. So just have a look around you. Any person in your circle you find is successful or you find is productive, go interview them. Ask them what is their success mantra, and they will be ready to share it with you. That is the sign of a productive person. They are so kind to give you their ear, and they're kind to give you that time, and they'll be happy to support you because they have that purpose in your life. And there are some other tips which I have for you in the next slide. Pragya, can we? Yes. Uh, do not postpone. Again, face the fear. If you fear something, do it first. Take the challenge. And if you fail, don't bother. Get up and do it again. Resilience, calm is a skill which we have to develop. When we take up challenges, we should be ready for the failures because failures are learnings. And just pick up any biography, you will find that the most successful people, they failed in life. They waited a long time, they were patient, they were persistent to come up in their lives, and it takes a lot of time, patience, hard work from their side. So invest time in wonderful experiences. Do the tasks which actually give you, and make life fun. Make your tasks fun. Don't let the inner child die. Keep it alive. Laugh. Have humor in your life. Have fun. Make your tasks fun. Why you feel that they are a task, first of all. So that's why this is what you will experience flow only when the skill and the challenge are somewhere equal. So upgrade your skills, keep learning. A learner never fails in life. So keep learning, that's important. And control your focus environment. Focus environment, keep the distractions away. Have a D, and next time you visit any hotel after this pandemic is over and when we'll be able to travel again, pick up the D&D sign from that hotel and bring it back and put it on your door whenever you are doing something important. So don't be, or create one, paint one something and put it there, and eliminate your options, please. Like in life, when we have so many options these days, in the age of technology, media, there's so much content to consume. Filter it out. Just find your focus and consume that content only, rather than looking into, like when we are like binge watching, whatever comes you keep on watching, and then you never know, from 12 if you have past midnight and it's 2 in the morning or 3 in the morning, and then there is no time for yourself. And create those mental stop signs. Stop, it's time. Stop. Two videos, 3 videos, I'll not do it further. And further ahead, do random acts of kindness, support others, help others, help release oxytocin in your body and others' bodies also. Because when you help someone, it's not only that you are supporting others, you are supporting yourself. Your body feels happy, your brain feels happy, and it release those, it increase the dose. I always call it dose. I really love the abbreviation dose. Increase the dose: dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, and E is endorphins. So when you are kind to others, when you help others, you are not only supporting the world, you are supporting yourself. volunteer, help others, keep a gratitude journal, write it down every morning, three things that you are grateful for. And it helps you to have those positive thoughts, and the positive talk will help you have more energy throughout the day. It's like self compassion. Forgive quickly, forget things, and but with meaning. Do not keep sulking on these things, because then it drains your energy and then you will lose your productivity. It's very important that, okay, we all are humans, we make mistakes. Forgive yourself also. Do not keep beating yourself for missing a deadline or making a mistake. It's okay. Move on and exercise mindfulness, deep breathing, meditation. There are 200 types of meditation. You can meditate while walking, you can meditate while exercising, on a treadmill also. Choice is yours. But take care of your mind, take care of your thoughts. That's the most important. And be that compassionate and understanding human being that you are, because your presence today has shown that you people are taking care of yourself and you're invested in your progress. Uh, the most simple changes, the most simple things can bring most productive results to you. So here, wishing you the best of life, the most productive life, and stay healthy, take care of yourself, and spread love. That's all from me. And now we are ready for the questions. Oh, yes, Jyoti, one more. Never hesitate in feeling sorry. Yes, express, say sorry if you feel it from the heart. Mean it. That's very important. Yes, Pragya, over to you now.
Yeah. Just a minute, ma'am. So, welcome, Rajiv sir. Rajiv sir, please join the session because we will start question answer. And ma'am would obviously take some 5 minutes to drink glass of water. So, and one more thing, sir, as you are a hardcore professional salesperson, so can you please brief about the next session that I'll share the screen over here, like about to happen in the next Sunday on 9th of August. Just a little knowledge from insight from you. Just a minute, sir.
Share, I would like to compliment Pooja. In fact, it was such a well synchronized and I would say information, science, and psychology with behavior, everything clubbed together, framed well. See,
Thank you.
what best I can add to her talk would be, see, apart from life, death, and your own parents, you have control over everything. So why not
Yes.
control it? So let's control it then. Okay, you just have to feed yourself well so that the outcomes are equally good. Okay, now what Pragya wants, you want me to speak about the
Yeah, this is the
session?
upcoming
Okay,
event
next
session.
Sunday session.
Yeah.
Okay, see, next Sunday is the last session, and probably see, I'll just tell you why I am supposed to leave, because I got a lot of sales experience as people think, and more importantly, I have traveled through the uh, talk of the town all Sunday journeys, being a fixed co-mentor and Q&A partner. I don't know for what reason, but I am there every Sunday. So what I would suggest, please don't take it as, see, normally people take selling techniques or let's say negotiation skills as a part of sales only. No, it is not the case. If you look at, so this session is going to benefit all people, and that would be the last free session probably in for TOT,
Yeah.
exposing the product they have called business solution. But it is for students and all people, because look at it this way. See, apart from hardcore sales, whether you are selling a product or a service, okay, are you not selling your resume? Are you not selling your strength to an interviewer? Are you not selling yourself to people to become friends? Are you not selling your intelligence and let's say smartness to a girl to make like convince her to be your girlfriend? So we are basically selling and negotiating on daily basis. Now those platforms are different, but the basic essence will remain the same. Okay, so it is not that only hardcore sales apply. Sales apply to every walk of life. we negotiate with people, okay, we discuss with people, we impress people. So it's all fall under sales only. So probably I would request, please come back. That would be the last session. There are a lot of co-mentors and senior mentors, all with 20 years, 28 years experience people into different sectors, and I will also be a part of it. So please do join us next Sunday. We'll try to add value both to physical sales and selling yourself too. Okay. And to
Okay.
just give one thought process, this is an homework. Please don't ask this question back to me. Can you stop the screen share again?
Yeah, sir. Yeah.
If uh, mind controls the body, if brain controls the body, then who controls the brain? This is the homework that you have to do. This is a question people have been debating for so long, and people have not been able to sort out this issue as yet. So I would suggest, please
Sir,
go back
please
home,
repeat the
think about it.
question again.
Question is, if brain controls the body, as Pooja rightly said, to whatever we think we become. Because when we are happy, it is reflected on our face. She has expressed in scientific terms of oxytocin, or let's say talking about, let's say, it's basically a psychosomatic change that happens. So whatever thought process you have based on, when you are happy, it is visible. When you are sad, it is visible. When you go to watch a movie, people start crying if it is an emotional movie. Why? Because that movie has sold itself well and you are able to connect. So something which is dead, which was created to entertain people, also forces you to cry. So what happens when we establish a connect with things, right? The brain controls the body, and who controls the brain? I had a long debate in my school, college days. I'm yet to find an answer to this. So that's an homework for everyone. So probably Pragya, you can quickly take the question, and I
Yeah,
think,
sir. We have a lot of
let,
questions
yeah,
actually.
yeah, please, please. Let Pooja answer them, and I'll try to assist wherever required if I can add some value to the answers also.
Thank you. So you have given a very stimulating chicken and anda question to the people.
In fact, that is a question I have been debating for so long. So let people also do some homework. Yeah, Pragya, you can read out the question.
Sir, let me find so many questions as I have to go to the beginning, right? Sir?
Okay.
May
There
take
was
it.
one, someone asked the full form of fuel.
Ha, that's the
I
first
had.
question. Yeah.
That was the full form of the fuel. That is, the first F is fitness, fitness of your head, your heart, and your hands. That is your mind, your heart, and your body. U is unleash your purpose. Have a purpose, find, define your purpose that will motivate you to move ahead, that will keep you inspired. Then E is eat well, energizing yourself properly and energizing, nourishing yourself in the right manner. And L is lock out all the distractions, and how to keep distractions at the bay to have a more fulfilling experience throughout the day to enhance and enrich your productivity. So that is fuel for us.
Okay. So we have one question: how to be in the moment and not worry about past and future?
Mm, Very interesting and thought-provoking question again. That how to be in the moment. Uh, there is a very little exercise we can do, which in a, it uses all your senses. So when you are working before starting any task, to be in that moment, to present in the moment, think about just observe the five things you can see around. For example, right now I'm sitting here, I can see that there is a wall in front of me, there is a laptop, a glass of water is there, and there are some books on my table, there is a pen. Five things. Four things which you can hear, sounds you can hear. So first I can hear my own sound. First of all, I'm speaking to you all. Second, there is a dog, my neighbor's dog is there, he's like barking. And there is a fine murmur of the air condition that is going on, and the tick tock of my clock is there. So four things. Three things you can touch. Three things you can touch. I can touch my laptop, I can touch this glass, and I can touch myself also, and there is a pen. So three things you can touch. Two things you can smell. Two things you can smell. So there is a crisp morning air around me that's there, and there is a perfume which was used last night by my son. So there's a very faint fragrance in the room, and I always use some oil also to keep my room a little amiable. And one thing you can taste. Uh, the taste on my tongue right now is quite sour after speaking quite a long. So when you think of all these five things, they bring you back to that moment, because your mind is right now focusing on 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It is a backward countdown, and it brings you back to the moment, and now you can focus on the task. So having these small things, or maybe take a deep breath and then give that surge of oxygen to your brain, and it will help you to focus on your task. So learn about these small things, small activities you can actually do to bring yourself in that moment, and it will help you to focus more. And focus is a skill. More you will practice these things, more you will gain out of it. I hope I answered this.
Okay. You want to add anything? So please unmute. So please unmute.
Okay. Once again. What I would suggest first is, see, escaping from the past and all those things. It is rather easy said than done. They keep on haunting us. That's a fact. So what I would suggest, please don't avoid that. That's the biggest mistake we do. Have you ever imagined you watch a horror movie at night, you see a ghost. The more you want to avoid, not to see, the more it appears. So what I suggest is, at times it is good to give yourself shock also. Like for example, the best example that I always give: have you seen you are sad, upset, sitting in the college canteen? All of a sudden, a group of friends come in. They know that one period is cancelled, so all of a sudden they start planning for a movie, and everyone gets excited. What happens after a few minutes? Probably whatever was bothering you, you also forget and you get energized with them, start participating and do a planning of the movie. So at times it is good to get involved in something else forcibly. How does that happen? Because it's an enthusiasm, transfer of enthusiasm. You come to the present from the past. Let's say you are daydreaming, all of a sudden people come and talk happy things about you, they plan a movie, you also get excited. आप भूल जाते हो ना कहाँ पर थे क्या सोच रहे थे, and then you find that all of a sudden you are also happy. So I would suggest don't avoid it completely. That's the worst thing anyone can do. The more you avoid, the more it haunts. So rather, change your environment. Okay, let's say if something is really bothering you, disturbing you, go talk to someone. Go move out from the place, change the situation. Even at times, I suggest to feel good in a different environment, keep changing the decor of your room. I put my bed on the north corner, then after a month, take it to the south corner. At least I feel different when I come in. So because see, anything which is you don't eat the same vegetable every day. So monotony is something which comes in. So there are ways and means which you can do apart from whatever Pooja Madam has suggested. I would suggest break the thought chain of thought at that moment. That's very important.
For that, I keep reminders like in front of me there's a wall, and on the wall I have written something. I would like to read it to you all. Negative thoughts are like taxis. You get in, they take you for a ride, and you are left with the bill to pay. Instead, why not let them drive by? So when that's why I asked you to have a routine in the morning, and when we meditate, meditation is nothing. It's not controlling your thoughts, or it's not absence of the thoughts. It's just a practice that you learn to let these taxis drive by. The thoughts are coming, they are moving. Don't get engaged in that thought. Don't just hail that taxi and sit in it and go. Then you have to pay the price. Then you have to pay the fare to the taxi driver. So better just observe them and let them go. And someone rightly written in the chat that having a goal and purpose will give you that focus. And at that moment, you will not think about your past or your future. So yes, having a goal, having a purpose, it gives you that direction and it gives you that focus.
Okay, so we have a next question: how to avoid procrastination and daydreaming?
Same thing.
already answered more or less the brother and sister questions.
Okay. So Tabisha, you are clear?
So having a focus or having a purpose in your life will not let you procrastinate. Or if you are a like chronic procrastinator, then uh, having a like time limit or mental stop signs, which we discussed, that okay, after 30 minutes I have to, or set a snooze alarm, set alarm that okay, my sleep time is say 10:30. 15 minutes before that alarm should let you know that okay, it's time to sleep, so that you start switching off all the browsers you have opened, all the tabs you have opened, and then have a progress limit. After 2 videos I will shut down, after 3 videos I will shut down. Yeah. And the best and I say funny stop sign for me is the angry face of your boss, or the negating face of the family members. I am a visual person. I keep that kind of reminders for myself, that if my boss, I have a very lovely boss, mere jaisa, and I just imagine his face, angry face in front of me. And anyone from UPS, please don't go and let this secret out, please. But this is confidential here, and what is being told here should stay here. That I keep that visual in front of me, that okay, his frown will be there in front of me, and it is a stop sign. So you can have such kind of stop signs for you.
Okay. So we have next question: how to prevent oneself from doing interesting things or work than difficult tasks at morning? I'm struggling with this habit.
So define what is interesting, first of all. If your work is fun and it's interesting for you, when it is purpose driven and passion driven, it is interesting. Like if you ask me that when I love being with the youth, I love being with the students, it is not work at all. It is the most interesting thing in my life, and I enjoy doing it day after day, day after day. I think it's same goes for Rajiv sir also, same goes for Pragya also, that the most frightening thing for the lockdown was not seeing my students. But thankfully, the next day we opened our Zooms and we opened our LMSs, and my students were in front of me, and I was relaxed. I was totally chilled out throughout, no matter there was so much to be done. But because I used to look forward to those class timings, that when I'm going to say hi to them. So if you, that's interest. So define interest for you, first of all. And when your work is interesting, you will never procrastinate on these things.
Okay. So you want to add anything?
That's it, because the question thing, if it have been clear, like what exactly the person is referring to, probably I can suggest something. In general, whatever Pooja Madam said is fine. I mean, like, we got to understand. If your work is interesting, then do it. Why do you want to avoid? You should happily do it rather. So it's a little confusing question. If he can be more, give us more inputs on like what is interesting other than what he is saying. Okay, so probably we would be able to suggest something.
Okay, so let's move on to the next question then. It is about web series watching. Why is watching web series not enlisted in me time? Since doing that also renders a certain kind of happiness.
Oh, I love to watch these web series, and I learn a lot from them. There are times I actually pick up things to discuss in the classroom from the web series also. That the recent one I watched was Peaky Blinders, and what I observed it from the history perspective, that how industrial revolution in UK changed the people's life, and the language of the suburb and the London was totally different. But I fix a time that a weekend is for binge watching. My weekend is for binge watching. Then there is a fixed time, and actually I find out again I have a purpose here, and again I have interest there, that I'm learning something new out of it. I take my notes also when I binge watch also, and then I use them as a reference point. So if your job is like this, or what kind of shows you are binge watching also makes a difference here. So I'm really like stand-up comedy. But you just understand the kind of observations goes into that script of stand-up comedy. Uh, they observe the simplest things and they convert them into jokes. And that is the beauty, the creativity and the spontaneity of those people. So if we can learn and observe things in that manner, that's amazing. This is beautiful content outside on these web streaming platforms. Consume it, but then use it also and set a deadline.
Okay.
In fact, watching web series always helps, provided the quality of the program is good in a nutshell, because everything affects. It's as simple as that. You have a web series of household serials going on, and you find dinner getting delayed. So there has to be some good things also, which like, because whatever you watch, it will have direct or indirect impact on your brain too. So it's really important. What you just said, I completely agree. You have to regulate the content also. We get pleasure in everything. I can watch a porn series. I can watch, let's say, household drama series. What are you learning? That's important. And then don't overdo it. That's very important. So that's very, very important.
So, okay, we have one private question that I forgive people, but I don't forget things. So, how to forget? Let's say if I'm not, I'm forgiving people, but I cannot forget things. So, what?
It's very personal. I forget, but I do not forgive. That's my personal problem, and I'm working on these things. So every incident and every experience has a learning for you. Just first think what was your role in all the act and how you may have. That's why our last slide was also about having that empathy and understanding. There are times that people may react and react to any situation because they were feeling something else, they were thinking something else, and they reacted some other way. So we have to understand these things also. So just understanding the other's perspective will help you forgive faster. But from that incidents, do not forget it. Take the learning. Do not forget the lesson and use that lesson ahead in your life, not to commit the same kind of mistake again, or not to trust those same kind of people again. So why to forget? Do forgive because it's important for your mental health, but do not forget the lesson. Keep the lesson with you and move ahead in your
Okay, so
life.
I
Rajesh sir has
have,
something to
Yeah.
add.
yes.
I, 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 I would say only one thing. Okay, please don't forget anything. That's what we call as experience. If you forget a part of your life, whether it is good, bad, ugly, okay, then you are losing out on experience. Don't forget anything. That is for
Yes.
sure. But now, and coming to forgiving or not forgiving is always very debatable. I would say if you feel revengeful, you are not forgiven. If you don't feel revengeful, then probably you are at mental peace. Remember it, learn from it, and move ahead.
Yes.
Okay,
I agree.
so to this interest, one question, Soumya has written, my interest changes every day. Some days I love to talk, some days I am so cranky, some days I love maths, some day I don't want to. Okay, so is there any solution for this?
Why you need a solution to this?
Yeah.
In fact,
No, I am
you
asking, is
eat,
there any solution?
yeah, I am answering. Do you eat the same recipe every day? Every day, can you eat lady's finger or potato? You
No.
can't. Every day you wear the same dress. No. So what's wrong with it? We are human beings with bundle of emotions. Like sometimes we'll be happy, sometimes we'll be sad. So let life take its own course. Why you want to control those things which are normal?
Mm.
So let's control the negatives, not this. Okay. And it is up to you how you look at things. Like, for example, the best example recently just came to my when one of my friends reported that she went in for, there was a, let's say, infection in her family. One of the family member got corona infected. She got tested. and she came out negative. When she told me this, I said, see, there is always a positive thing also in a negative news. You very rarely you find negative news giving you a positive happiness. Let's say you go for a corona test and you find that okay, I'm corona negative. Now see how happy you are. It's one of those state things. Okay, where negativity also can give you happiness with a positive form. So if it is not affecting your growth, your mindset, not pulling your performance down, not let's say defocusing your let's say future, then why do you need to change? Just enjoy, be with it.
Yeah, she has written, I don't have a hobby and that is the reason. Okay.
In fact, no one has a hobby, so to say. I also had a lot of hobbies in the past. If someone will ask me today, do you have any hobby? I don't know what to say. Maybe if it is an interview question, I'll cook up something. But if it's a reality, I would say, no, I also don't have any hobby. I get involved in whatever. Like I'm meeting Pooja for the first time. I'm enjoying her company. Tomorrow I am at some place traveling in a train. I enjoy the fellow passenger.
Yeah.
So, get used to, get adaptable to things. So don't, the moment you start viewing it as negative things or things happening differently, it actually happens. As she rightly pointed out in the whole session, see what you think you become. If there's a result, have you seen? रात को जो बहुत typical होता था ना, अभी हम लोग के school time होता था, we used to watch horror movies, and that night while coming back from some place, even many of you would have been feeling the same today also. If there's a big people or banyan tree you are passing through, with the reflection and shadow itself, you start imagining and get fearful. Nothing is there. You can go and pee around that tree also. But what will happen, your imagination forces you to be afraid. So I'm saying till the time it is not affecting, don't try to over control things. Let your life go normal. These suggestions are for building your future career and to be focused. Okay, not to get distracted with unnecessary things. Okay, so if it is a normal habit, let it go. There's no problem. Please go ahead with it.
Okay, so we have one more last question is how to communicate effectively with students or effectively or attractively with students.
Effectively.
How to communicate effectively and attractively with students.
Okay. So if I may.
Yeah, please. I was about to give your example only. Look at Pooja's session, effective and attractive both. Now please don't fall in love with that, right? That was just to answer. Okay. So
For any communication, whether it's a classroom or face-to-face or one-on-one with your friends also, just remember AIM. AIM. Who's your audience? What is your intent? Why do you want to communicate, right? Whatever you are, why? M, design your message. According to your audience and your intent, your message will be perfect. If you keep that aim in your mind, you will always hit the bullseye. So I hope that you will keep your audience, your intent, and your message crisp. Keep the message crisp and clear. So you are there.
from my side, just in one line, one tip. If you really want to impress your audience, finish your talking before your audience has finished listening.
True, lovely.
So I think we should finish then. It's 12. Okay, so we don't have any more questions. So thank you all of you, and please visit our Facebook page and share your feedback about the session. Okay, and if you really like the content and the delivery method, please visit our Facebook page and like our page as well as review also, because that is what is more important. And any feedback, any suggestion, you can write to us. Email ID was given, that is talkofthetownbbsr@gmail.com, or else our WhatsApp number is there. So should I tell you the WhatsApp number to share your feedback? Just a minute. Okay, it's 84570-07347. So if you're not on Facebook, you can write your feedback and suggestion to this number. And that's all. See you on the next Sunday. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much, sir. Sir, you have anything to speak?
Grateful. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you, Pooja. It was a
Thank
really
you.
lovely session, and sharing stage with you is a pleasure. Hope to see you in future also. So
Definitely look forward to. And if people have any further questions or anything they want to discuss, they can also connect to me freely on LinkedIn. I'm available on LinkedIn as Pooja Khanna, and they can search me under UPS also. And I'm there to support and help everyone. Thank you very much,
Yeah.
and
Thank you all.
grateful for having me. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Bye, ma'am.